Right, hello again folks. I'm just about to film another 100 logo golf balls that I own. I'll do a quick pass of them. Pause the video if you want to see the logos very quickly. I'll do a quick pass like this of them all, in case you're not interested in watching a long video and you just want to have a quick glance of what I've got. And then I'm going to go over them and I'm going to film each golf ball with a bit more detail. So I'll pick up each ball, I'll show you each logo in a bit more detail, and I'll talk about each one and give you some other information about golf ball logos and the actual logo themselves. So that's the quick look. Oh, that one's been turned around, that one. That's D for Disney there, that was turned around, sorry. So there you go, that's a quick look. If you're only interested in having a very quick look at what I've got in this collection, there you go. As I said, pause the video if you want to look at any of those more slowly. Otherwise, I'm going to get to it. So you're on my YouTube account, which is youtube.com/user/awesome full HD videos. So don't forget to bookmark that in your browsers so you can find me again easily. Don't forget to subscribe to me. Click like if you like this video. Leave me a comment if you want to leave a comment on the video. And share a link. And what I mean is, copy the URL to this video that's in your browser, use copy and paste and copy it onto sites like Facebook or Twitter or however you can think to share it if you want to share my logo video to people or my account, please do. Anyway, I'll get started. So these are completely random. I bought just over 400 logos from somebody recently. I filmed about 100 last night. This is the second 100 of them, so I've still got another 200 after I film these to go through that collection, but here we go, let's get to it. LPS Lion Package Supplies Limited. Never heard of them. And as I say in all my videos, the reason I film the golf ball is to show A, the condition, and B, if you want to work out how old the golf ball is, you can Google or use Bing or DuckDuckGo, whichever search engine you want. It's possible to find out what year each type of golf ball came out, and therefore you can date, you know, how old this is and how old the business is if you're really interested in one in particular. So there we go, first one. Next, that's a nice anchor. It looks like a ship's anchor and horseshoe as the logo. Kind of a. I also say the colour just for, obviously lighting conditions differ. I think I'm giving a pretty accurate display of what colours are, but you know, obviously different lighting conditions may look slightly different colours, but that to me is a dark blue and a kind of a bronzy gold colour. And that is on a ball that doesn't say what type of ball, so this is some kind of a novelty ball sold somewhere. So if anybody knows what that is, what company that is, please tell me. And say into the video, always give the timestamp, so say at 3 minutes 10 the blue logo with a gold horseshoe is, and then let me know what it is, please. That'd be very helpful. Next, oh, I did have it right, the right way around. West Essex Golf Club. Essex is a county fairly close to me. I'm in Cambridgeshire, England. West Essex Golf Club. Okay. What are those three things supposed to be there? And that ball is immaculate. All of these balls have been played and lost on golf courses and found by somebody. They're all used, but as you can see, some of them should be pretty good condition if they've only been hit a couple of times. Some of them will be a little bit worse for wear if they've been hit for a round of golf sort of thing, or they've ended up in a sand trap for a while, or in the lake. Some of these have come out of lakes, I do know that, some of them. Next, International Technilab, is that an L? It looks more like an F. Or Technifab, I think that is an F. SPI, don't know what that is. That's on a Nike ball. Yeah, the cover on this doesn't look too good. You can see it's kind of, the outer cover they put on it's kind of bubbly, peely looking. So that's damaged. I presume that's water damage from a lake. You don't get many logos on Nike balls, it has to be said. Next, the Richmond Golf Club with a nice deer as part of the logo, and then you've got a number there, 1891, I think that is. So 1891 would be when that golf club began. As you can see, the ball's dirty. These balls have been cleaned by the person I bought them from, but sometimes balls are very hard work to clean up if they've been in water or a lake for a long time. So I'm sure I'll be able to get that off if I do some real good scrubbing. But again, I'm not guaranteeing anything. If I do ever sell this collection of logos, sold as seen, just like when you buy a used car. Next, twin filter. It's an interesting logo. Kind of looks like two people, doesn't it? Twin filter. Not heard of that company before. Top Flight XL. Perfect condition that is. That's mint. Next, Schaefer. And then mine. Is that supposed to be BL or BI? Bicker. I can't quite tell what the second letter is supposed to be. Backer? No. Could that be an A? Backer? Mine Backer? Schaefer. I don't know what that is. Anyway. Ball's good condition. Don't know what that is. It looks like a German company to me, but I could be wrong. Next. Bletchley Golf Club. I'm sure you've all heard of Bletchley Park, where they helped to crack the Enigma machines the Germans used to encrypt messages. So Bletchley, very famous place. Windmill Hill Golf Centre. Nice enough logo. Okay, that'll do. I should also say, when I get to a golf ball that's got ink on it, I'll tell you a method to get ink off golf balls. Like that. When people put Sharpie pens or whatever type of pen on golf balls, if you put some nail varnish remover onto a cotton wool ball, rub away, and 9 times out of 10 you'll get the ink off a golf ball. Team Titleist. Now I know that I've already got this, so this could be a spare or a swap. If you join Titleist website, they've got this thing called Team Titleist, and I think they actually send you one free golf ball each for signing up, sort of thing. Next, Kodak, very famous company, known for cameras and camera film. Back in the day when I used to take photos, you'd buy film that would hold 24 or 36 photos, and then you'd have to go and take them to be developed. None of this digital stuff. And you can see that's just got a number 2 on it, so that's not a proper make of golf ball, that's some kind of novelty thing. Anyway, perfect condition, that one, and I think I've already got some Kodak logos. Next, Craddock Golf Club, and that's got a deer's head with antlers as the logo. Okay. Next, EPC. No idea what that company does. I always think it's a good idea for companies, if you do a logo, at least say what your business is. But that's up to them when you go and get your logos printed at a place. Right, next, Barclays. And as you can see, this ball, I think this is probably the kind of dirt that's actually gone into the cover of the ball. I don't think, even if I were to clean this as well as I possibly could, a lot of this probably would not come out. It somehow gets into the actual cover of the ball after a certain amount of time in a lake, I believe. I will try and clean up some of these a bit more, but I've got the feeling that that is not going to clean up much. Oops. So I'm trying to lay them all out so that I can film them one more time at the end. Let's get them right. Right, next. Canon. You can see a slight scuff there. Canon, the Japanese company that makes cameras and all that sort of stuff. Canon. Printers, I think they do printers as well, things like that. Pinnacle. And I've seen that before. I'm not sure. I don't think that's a proper logo. I think that is actually part of Pinnacle. Rocket. Does that say Pinnacle there? Yes, it does. So there you go. It's not a proper logo. That one, that's just part of the ball. But you could display it as a logo if you wanted, I suppose. Next, East Brighton Golf Club. Brighton is on the south coast of England. Ball's okay. Next, Charles Taylor Adjusting. Adjusting what? What does that mean? Charles Taylor adjusting, don't know. But the beauty of, when I used to find golf balls in the 1980s, the internet didn't exist, so you couldn't look up anything. I mean, obviously you could make the effort to go to a library and see if you could find books that listed businesses, but I didn't do that. But now, thanks to the internet, you quickly type these into a search engine, and I'd say 8 times out of 10 you'll be able to find out what any of these companies are. Alex Beiger's Bank, never heard of that. Well, that's a weird one. Oh, and on the other side, print your logo here, logo for golfballs.com. Well, there you go. There's lots of places that print your logo onto golf balls. I think some of the actual golf ball makers now offer the service, but there's lots of people that do it. I don't know how much it costs. I've got a feeling it costs something like 50 pence per ball to print a good quality logo on a golf ball. Right, next. Now, I've got this logo before. It's made up of lots of little people to make it look like one man, and then that's what it's all about. Prostate Cancer UK. I believe that must be a charity then. Okay, so that's a swap. I've got a swap of that. This National Housing something or other, I've just been told that by somebody. I didn't know what that was when I saw that logo. I've never heard of it before, but some organisation to do with housing. National Housing. No, I don't know what the BC stands for. And that's on the Titleist Pro V. Alright, next. Correctional Healthcare Solutions Inc. Incorporated, that would be. Never heard of that. It sounds American to me. Ball's in very good condition. Next. Chamberlain Shoe Components Limited. Shoe components? That's a bit odd. And this type of ball, the Ultra by Wilson, used to find these. Oh, there's another bit of a logo on the other side. What's that supposed to be? That must be part of the logo for this company here, Chamberlain Shoe Components. Yeah, that type of ball, I used to find these somewhere about 1988 to 1991, I would say. So that's how old that ball is. That is as old as that. Next, the Challenge USA. Well, there you go. You've got a website. You can quickly find out what that is. It looks to be associated with golf, so it's some golf challenge somewhere in America. Ball's good condition. Next, Chesfield Downs Golf and Country Club. Not heard of that. Looks like it's got a bird as part of the logo. Don't know what bird that's supposed to be. Maybe a swift or something like that. No, not heard of that. And as I've said, pen mark like that can be removed with a cotton wool ball covered in nail varnish remover. Don't know how I found that out, but I did. Next, Yorkshire Electricity, and you can see the logo's unfortunately scuffed because somebody's whacked the ball right on the logo, but Yorkshire Electricity. Yorkshire is in England. Okay, ball's good enough condition. Next, Sheringham Golf Club. That's on the Norfolk coast in England, on the east coast of England. I've been to Sheringham a long time ago. It looks like it's got poppies as part of the logo. And I've already got this logo myself. I think I found one of these myself not long ago, so I've got a spare or a swap of that one. Next, Cimerex. Don't know what they do, what that product is, or what their business does. Ball cover feels and looks a little bit weird, so I guess this has probably been out in the lake for a while. Next, Chase. I've already had a logo with this that says Chase Manhattan Bank, so presumably this is a bank in America. Good condition ball, so yeah, Chase. I believe that's a bank in America. Next, Solar Glass Saint Cobain Glass Solutions, I think that says. Okay, the ball looks to, yeah, you can see it's had a little bit of a hit, and then you've got some kind of grey line across it. It's part of the logo, like a ribbon sort of thing. Solar glass, okay. Next, Hazelmere Golf Club. Oh, and you've got a bird of prey as part of the logo. That looks like a red kite to me. A tail that's a kind of a triangular shape. Yeah, I believe that's supposed to be a red kite. So that's a cool logo to me. I like that one. Next, we'll do that. ICL. Not sure what they do, but I've seen this company advertised on the side of a racing car before. A Formula 2 car that looks like a Formula 1 car. Back in the early 90s, they used to sponsor a Formula 2 car. British Formula 2, I believe. There you go. So, not sure what they do, but I've seen that before. Next. Like a griffin kind of an animal or something like that. I'm not sure whether if that black is supposed to be a word or not. And then you've got penina. So I don't know what that is. No, anybody know what that is? Let me know. Next, Angel Park, Las Vegas. Cool. I don't know what Angel Park is, but I think everybody knows about Las Vegas. So how on earth has this ball ended up in England? But then, of course, thanks to the power of the internet, you can, of course, buy stuff on the internet these days and have it posted, or maybe someone's been on holiday and brought it back. Next, ELF. This is the French oil company, fuel company, petrol and diesel, all that sort of stuff. Involved in scandals, bribing people. ELF. And again, they've sponsored racing cars in the past. The Renault. They're always associated with Renault, another French company, so Renault ELF. They used to sponsor Nigel Mansell, etc. Next, the First Commercial Bank. That sounds American to me. And that's on an Ultra like that. Good ball, good condition ball. Next, Opening Day 2008, and that looks like, I think that's baseball, that logo, that tiny picture up there. Opening Day from 2008. Cool. I do like baseball. I have watched a few baseball matches on TV, and I've also seen one in real life. So that's a good one to have if you're a sports fan. Next, Shooters Hill Golf Club. Established 1903. No idea where that is. Not heard of it. Ball's good condition. Next, Key Line. Again, I have not heard of that. I have to say, of all the golf ball makes, Titleist is by far the most popular make. Then I would say second is Srixon. Third would be Callaway. Fourth would be TaylorMade. And after that, the rest of the makes have a small percentage of sales. Hadley Wood Golf Club, and that's got a really nice picture of a heron as part of the logo, like that. Grey heron as part of their logo. Hadley Wood, don't exactly know where that is. Next, I'm pretty sure that's the D for Disney, and I know Disney do have some golf courses, presumably in Florida near their theme parks. So, I don't know how many golf courses Disney have, but I've got a whole load of Disney logos with some of the Disney characters, the cartoon characters. I've got at least 30 like that, probably more. Next, Abu Dhabi. HSBC is a bank championship presented by EGA. No idea what EGA is. PGA is Professional Golf Association. What's E? Don't know. Ball's good condition. Next, PGA Golf Catalunya. Right, it's in Spain. Don't know what those 5 things are supposed to be. Aero Burner Pro. Not sure whether I've had a TaylorMade Aero Burner before. And that's the other thing. Sometimes when you buy logos, you find some makes of golf balls you've never seen before. Next, ET, is that an OX? Or is that a D? ETOX, I think that says. Don't know what they do or what they are. TI Pinnacle, that's a new type of ball to me as well. TI Extreme. Next. Where do we start this? Shires Junior Golf Tour 20, is that an 8? 2018, I think. Shires Junior Golf Tour, don't know where that is. Ball's good condition. Next. Comerica, I think that says. Comerica, Wealth and Institutional Management. Comerica, that's a bit of a play on America, I presume. Ball's good condition. Never heard of that company. Next, Ultramar Diamond Shamrock Corporation. Shamrock is a type of a plant or leaf in Ireland, isn't it? But don't know where they are, what that's all about. That ball looks a little bit yellowy, bit water damaged. I presume that's out of a lake. Next, Red Row. I think that's a house builder, company that builds houses in England. I think. But again, look it up if you're interested. Next, Barclays. That's one of the big banking chains in England. I've already got a number of different Barclays bank logos. And that looks to be on a ball that doesn't have a make on it. So that's one they've had printed and made as some sort of promotional thing, I presume. Next, Scotland. A ball promoting Scotland. That's a Scottish thistle there. The plant that's very prickly. Apparently Scotland is where golf started. Well, that's what everybody's been told. And then today, honestly, today I found out on a golf ball website I use that apparently in China, about 1,000 years ago, they used to use some kind of porcelain balls about the size of golf balls for some game you'd hit with a stick, pretty much like golf. So perhaps golf wasn't started in Scotland. Maybe it started in China a long time ago, or a game that's similar. Next, Forterra, I think that says. It's a bit scuffed right on the logo. Forterra is what I think that says. Don't know what that business does. So I've done I've done the first 50. I'm halfway through and it's taken me 20 minutes. That's about average for my detailed videos. Next, Letchworth Golf Club. That's in England, south of where I am. Looks like an owl as part of the logo. I don't know what all these red and brown ribbon kind of things are supposed to be, but there's some tiny writing there in that yellow part of the logo. You might be able to make it out on a bigger screen. On my camcorder screen, that's barely visible. It might be Latin, maybe. Perfect glitchable, that one. Next, I'm just going to, another couple of things to say. Let me know why you're watching it. If you do leave a comment for me, let me know why you're watching this. Are you watching it because you're a golfer, or do you collect logo balls, or do you collect golf balls? Let me know why you're watching the video. That's helpful for me to know. Next, De Vere Venues. De Vere sounds like a name I've heard before, but I don't know what the venues part is, what they do. AD333, and that's got some pen marks I need to remove. Next, Kula. Oh my god, how am I supposed to say that? Kulau Golf Club. Bird is part of the logo. Kulau, not heard of that. I don't know where that is. Super far. And I found out, that's the weird thing. I always wondered how did Nike suddenly start making golf balls? They were not around when I used to first collect golf balls in the 80s and 1990s. And apparently, it's Bridgestone. Bridgestone make the golf balls for Nike. So that's, there you go. It's actually a Bridgestone ball. When it says Nike, it's actually made by Bridgestone, the Japanese company. Next, Gojo with an R for registered trademark. Gojo, never heard of it. Don't know what they do. That ball's in very good condition. So as you can see, a lot of the balls I do get are, you know, they may have been lost on golf courses, but sometimes they've only been hit once or twice. And of course, even if they go in the lake, if the person I get them from gets them out of the lake within, you know, a week or two, not damaged at all, you can still play a ball and it won't affect its performance at all. Next, wave-in. Connect to better. No idea what they do. You can see the type of ball. Next, it's a nice logo. It looks like a woman golfer, I would say to that. Lots of flowers. Golden Girl. Aha, that's a type of golf ball I've not had before. Doesn't say if there's any other, like, say it was a Spalding or a Wilson. So Golden Girl, maybe that is a brand all on its own, and that I presume is part of this Golden Girl. I don't think that's a business. That is simply to go with that ball. Next, Caldy Golf Club. I have a dark green logo. Caldy, don't know where that is. Tour IS, that says there. Caldy, where's that? No idea. Savills, I'm pretty sure that is a house selling business. Property, you know, they list properties that are for sale. Estate agent, that's the word I was trying to think of. God, my brain's gone to sleep. The ball's pretty good condition, so estate agent is what we call them in England. Where you go to look for houses to buy. Next, St. Francis Hospice, Living with Dignity. And it's got like a dandelion as the logo. It looks like that's supposed to be a person holding it up instead of it being the stalk of a plant. That might be supposed to be a, maybe. St. Francis Hospital. I'm not sure whether that's in England or somewhere else. Next, Future Champions Golf Callaway World Championship. Future Champions. So this is for some sort of junior tournament, I presume they've organised. Don't know where that took place or when, but that's that. Next, Norwich Union. That's an English company. Some kind of financial products. Not sure what they do now, or whether that hasn't changed into a different name. There might be a company that turned into Aviva or Avira or something like that. Norwich Union, insurance and stuff like that, I believe. That's possibly changed name, that company. Next, AJW Distribution Limited. Distributing what? And that's on a very nice condition Wilson golf ball. Yeah, that's almost perfect, that ball. And the thing about golf balls is they all vary in price. Some golf balls, the Titleist Pro Vs, brand new, you look to pay about £48 a dozen, you know, £4 per ball. Some makes a golf ball you can buy for £1 each, brand new. They do vary between about £1 and £4 or £5 each, brand new. And of course, if you buy golf balls with logos on, you're going to pay a little bit more, because the logos cost money to have printed. Sitwell Park Golf Club. Sitwell, where's Sitwell? No idea. Nice enough logo, that's a big logo. Next, DHL. That's the big parcel company that competes against FedEx. So DHL, I'm sure you've all had a package from them at some point in your lives. Next, Competition Golf. Not heard of that before. That's on a good condition ball. Next, Morpeth Golf Club. Where's Morpeth? Never heard of it. And that's the other thing, it's just amazing how much information you can find out collecting golf balls. There's so many places in the world you've never heard of. No matter how many times you've used maps and looked on Google Earth, there's just so many cities and towns you've probably never heard of. And then that says Inter Silvas et Alumina habitans, I think that says. So presumably that's Latin. Next, Carden Park, and then an English phone number. I've already got this logo, I'm pretty sure. So that could be a swap or a sale. Don't know where Carden Park is exactly. Next, Desert Springs, and you've got a really nice hummingbird logo. That's nice. Okay, and a Nike Mojo. Okay, there we go, nice. Next, PK. Don't know what they do. Don't think I've ever seen that logo before. Next, Whittlebury Park. Slight scuff to a couple of the letters there. Whittlebury Park. All's good condition now. Alright, that's 70 of the 100 done. Take me half an hour to do that. I'll try and go a little bit quicker. Schroders, that's some kind of financial company, investments, that sort of stuff, I believe. That ball's very good condition. Next, Richings Park Golf Club, and you've got a swan as part of the logo. Looks like a mute swan to me. Richings Park. Don't know where that is. That ball's a little bit stained. Next, the Open Championship, Spirit of the Open. That's a big golf championship, obviously, tournament. Glenmorangie, single malt and Scotch whiskies. They obviously sponsored that event. Don't know whether I've ever tried that particular brand of whiskey or not. I was too drunk to know. There you go. Next, Barclays Scottish Open. Again, that's Barclays Bank, so they've obviously sponsored that Scottish golf tournament. Ball's pretty good condition. Next, DDT is what that logo looks like. Wasn't DDT that some kind of chemical they sprayed on crops back in the 60s or something? It caused all kinds of birth defects. I'm sure that's not that company. I'm just saying DDT. That's not a good name for a company, if that's what it is. Maxfly. Again, Maxfly golf balls used to get loads back in the 1980s, early 90s. Nowadays, you don't get hardly any. Like 1 in 100 maybe. Next, BT, Engage It. Well, BT is British Telecom, which was the main phone company in England for landlines. Engage, I don't know what that is. IT, information technology, so presumably that's the information technology branch, but BT has lost so many customers over to other companies nowadays. Virgin Media's gained loads, and now there's all kinds of companies trying to launch full fibre broadbands. Internet has proved to be one hell of a product. Everybody wants it. So next, Coors. That's the beer company. I've already got Coors logos, I'm sure. American brand. Ball's pretty good condition. Next, Gretham Valley Golf Club. Gretham Valley Golf Club. Slightly scuffed logo. Don't know where that is. Medalist. You hardly get in England. I very rarely find a medalist golf ball. Acushnet is the American business that makes the Titleist ball, the Pinnacle ball, the Medalist ball. So they really do dominate golf. The Acushnet company. So Medalist, I presume this is an American company because I don't know whether the Medalist balls are sold in England. U-Stamp. Trademark U-Stamp. Not heard of that. Ball is pretty much perfect condition. So, don't know what that is. Oops. Next. ADT, I think that logo is. Kind of a silvery grey outer bit. ADT, I think that is. Don't know what that is. Oh, and somebody's put pen mark right over where it would say what type of ball it is. It looks like DT, so it's probably a DT True Soft or something. I'll have to remove the ink off that. Next, St. Pierre, a Marriott Hotel and Country Club. Don't know whether I've already got that particular logo. It sounds familiar. I might already have that. That's the point. Once you get to the point like me, I've got somewhere around 3,000 to 4,000 logos, I think, off the top of my head. Once you get to this point, it gets confusing as to which companies you have got, which ones you haven't, because you've seen so many logos by now, it does get confusing. That looks like an AEW to me. Nice big logo. Don't know what that business does. That's on a slightly older Pro V1. Not sure what year that is, but on the Titleist website, you can find out what the side stamp years are. So that, for example, that could be maybe a 2015 ball, or it could be a 2017 ball, 2019 ball. Each little difference to the side stamp, the different markings mean a different year of production. Next, Mitsubishi Electric. Mitsubishi, huge Japanese company. Obviously they make cars, they make aircraft wings for Boeing, but you didn't know that. And Mitsubishi Electric, what electric stuff do they make? Bridgestone E6 ball. Okay, so that's Mitsubishi. Next, it looks like an acorn to me. Something looks like OCC is the logo. So something country club. And that ball's been in a lake for some time and looks to me like the cover's absorbed a lot of sandy water. So I don't know whether that'll clean up or not, probably wouldn't. Next, Cambridge Country Club. Well, I'm in Cambridge, England that is. So is Cambridge Country Club in Cambridgeshire, or is this, there is obviously Cambridge, isn't there a Cambridge in America somewhere as well, I think. Anyway, that needs to be cleaned up. I'll have to put that aside. I'll have to look that one up. Next, Renault Contract Hire. Well, Renault is obviously the French car company. Contract Hire, presumably that's for hire cars. Callaway. Balls, pretty good condition. Not too many to go, folks. Next, American Electric Power. AEPED.com. American Electric Power. I've not heard of that company before. That ball's very good condition. Next, A on a grey globe kind of shape, circular shape. Well, I don't know what company that's supposed to represent. Nice logo though. Next, We Need You. It's spelled with a K. Need. Well, you need bread, don't you? So, and that's that famous poster they used to use to recruit people to join the armed services. So let's see if this shows anything else. Aha, here we go. Ah, yeast. Okay, so I was right about bread. Fleischmann's yeast. That's an interesting one. Ball is unfortunately not in great condition, but anyway. Next, Team Buckwheats, and you've got some kind of a cartoony character there. Golf. Don't know what that's supposed to be, but it looks like a cartoony, almost like a Superman sort of character. So don't know what that is. What is Team Buckwheats? Anybody know? Let me know. Say at 38 minutes 16 seconds Team Buckwheats is. Next, breast cancer campaign, researching the cure. So that sounds like a charity to me. Huge logo that is. That's really big. Wilson Smart Core Ball. Right, we are down to the last 10, I think. Next, 3dgolf.com. Okay. Next, Gaff. Don't know what that is as a business. I used to know somebody called Gaff. Gaff, no idea what that business does. Ah, you've also got on the other side Beacon, and it kind of looks like a lighthouse. It's supposed to be, I think. Beacon and Gaff. No idea about either of those. Next, BGA, 30 years supporting golf. Oh, is that an I? BGIA, maybe? BGIA, I think. Don't know what that company does. Nice condition ball, though. Next, Tattoo, Tatou. It looks like a sword going through a globe. Interesting logo, kind of Chinesey looking characters. Don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but on a Titleist Pro V. That's quite an old one, that could be back to about 2001-ish. Next, the Belfry. Isn't that a golf course that's used for a big championship? Ball's good enough condition, few ink marks need to remove. Next, Polyfloor, covering the world. So some kind of floor fixings company. Okay, some ink marks that needs to be removed. Someone's really gone to town on that one. Next, Stanner. Now, Stanner is the company that makes stair lifts, I believe, like a chair that's you can sit on and it takes you up your staircase if you've got, you know, some kind of physical disability sort of thing. So I believe that's what it is, Stanner. And that's on a Titleist with a hell of a lot of pin marks on that need to come off as well. Okay, next, Taiwan. It used to be back in the 80s, everything was made in Taiwan. I mean, everything. That was the joke of the day when we were kids. Made in Taiwan. Now everything's made in China. Taiwan obviously does still make a lot of stuff, but yeah. And that's on a Nike ball. Not many logos on Nikes, as I said before. Taiwan. Next, this is the last one of the 100. Glenmark. Don't know what they do. Soft response. The ball's pretty good condition. So that's it. That's the 100. I'll put the other two. I will need to look up back into the... Let me just put them back. Right, so that's the 100 I've just filmed. Awesome. I hope you've enjoyed watching that. I'll go over it quickly, slowly. I'll try and do about 3 or 4 per quick pass. So again, you can pause the video if you want to have a quick look at any of these. Okay, let's do a quick. So let me know what your favourite is. Do you have a favourite of any of those? And why? Don't forget to leave me a comment on the video if you want to. There's a few things I want you to let me know if you could, which I'll go over one more time now, and then I'll end the video. So, subscribe to me, youtube.com/user awesome full HD videos. You're on my account now. Click the subscribe button. Like the video if you liked it. Leave me a comment if you want. As I said, share links. So share the link to my YouTube account or to this particular video. Use copy and paste using your mouse to copy the address and then paste it into an email to send to friends, or put it on Twitter, put it on Facebook, Instagram, however, whatever service you use. Why you're watching, let me know why you watched it. Do you print logos? Do you design logos for businesses? Are you a golfer? Do you collect logo golf balls? Let me know why you're watching the video. That'd be helpful to me. Let me know how you found me. How did you find this video? Did it show up in your YouTube videos to watch sort of thing? Did YouTube kind of promote it to you, tell you to watch it? Or let me know how you found the video. And if you're interested in buying my entire collection, I'll leave a link underneath this video you can click on to find my other logo golf ball videos if you want to see my entire collection. So far it's taken me nearly 60 videos to film them. So I'm not joking, you've probably got about 50-60 hours of footage to watch if you want to see the entire collection with me going over them slowly, talking about each one. So 3,000 to 4,000 golf balls I've potentially got for sale at some point in the future. I'm open to offers. And lastly, do you have any ideas for future videos? What would you want me to do differently if I was to film another 100 golf balls? Is there anything else you want me to talk about? Would you want me to zoom in even more closer to like really detailed every time? Do you want me to go quicker? If I do 100 videos, do you want me to make the video only 10 minutes long? You can see it's taken me nearly 45 minutes to film 100 golf balls. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to show. You know, I'm open to ideas. And not just about golf balls. Let me know. Is there anything else you want me to film? I live in Cambridgeshire, England, so if you can think of anything I could go out and film for you, let me know. Anyway, for now, I'll say thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.